Hello students, in the last video we completed exercise 4a, okay, of the new chapter factorization which we started. Now today we'll continue with exercise 4b. We'll start exercise 4b. This exercise 4b uses the same formula which we did in expansions. The formula is a square minus b square. A square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b. This is the formula for a square minus b square. So whenever you have first term square minus second term square, see, a is the first term and b is the second term. Why am I writing like this, first term and second term? Because in the place of a you can have anything. You can have x, you can have 5, you can have 10, you can have 15x, you can have anything in the place of a, and in the place of b we can have anything. So we should look at it like this. So this is first term square minus second term square. So the formula says add both the terms a plus b and subtract both the terms. Okay, so it is first term square minus second term square is first term plus second term, first term minus second term. Okay, so remember this formula. In the entire exercise we are going to use this one formula only. Okay, so you have to be very thorough with the formula. First term square minus second term square, minus sign, add both the terms, subtract both the terms, first term plus second term, first term minus second term. Okay, let's start. Main question 1. First question. Question is 72x square minus 50y square. First thing is, if there is anything common in both the terms, see, this is the first term, this is the second term. If there is anything common, we have to take it. We have to take common first. Okay, then we have to write in the form of a square minus b square. First step is take common if possible. Second step, write in the form of a square minus b square. And third step is apply formula. So I have given you these 3 steps to understand how to solve the sum. So in the first step, take common. So let's take common here. Here 72 and 50. I can take 2 common here. So 72 divided by 2 is 36 x square minus 50 divided by 2. 50 divided by 2 is 25 y square. I have taken 2 common. Okay, see, if I open it again, it becomes 2 into 36, 72, 2 into 25, 50. So I have taken that common. And once I have taken the common, keep that 2 like this. Now this 36x square, we have to write it in the form a square minus b square. So keep this 2 as it is. This 36x square must be written as 36 is the square of which number? 36 is the square of 6. X square is x, so I can write it as 6x the whole square. 36 x square is written as 6x the whole square, correct? Minus 25y square can be written as 25 is the square of 5y square. Write only y and then write whole bracket. Understood? So we have written in the form of a square minus b square, means first term square minus second term square. Keep this 2 as it is. Okay, Understood? See, 6 square 36, x square here. Now this is in the form of a square minus b square. Now what is the formula for a square minus b? A plus b means first term plus second term, and first term minus second term. So a plus b means first term plus second term. So I'll keep this 2 as it is. First term 6x plus second term 5y. Then a minus b means first term 6x minus 5y. This is my answer. Understood how to solve the sum? I have done the sum very slowly to make you understand each and every step. Let's go through it once again. First step is to take common. So here in this case 2 was common, so I took 2 as common. Then this 36x square, we have to write it in this form, bracket the whole square. Bracket the whole square. So how to write it? 36x square was written as 6x the whole square. Correct. 25y square is written as 5y the whole square. Okay. And then we applied the formula a square minus b square is first term plus second term, first term minus second term. Okay. You don't have to write the squares again. The squares are gone now. Okay. We only write the numbers, only write what is there inside the bracket. So what is the content inside the bracket? Those are added and those contents are subtracted. Okay. Copy this sum. Now how to solve this sum? Pay attention. See. Again, I have to write it in this form, a square minus b square. First bracket square minus second bracket square. So see, a4 can be written as a square the whole square. Okay, a4 is a square the whole square, because see 2 into 2 is 4, correct? Minus 16 is a square of which number? 4. And b4 can be written as b square the whole square. B square the whole square. So 2 into 2 is 4. And 4 square is 16. Correct? Now we have got first bracket square minus second bracket square. So whatever is there inside the brackets, contents which are there inside the brackets will get added and will get subtracted. But correct? Because this is a square minus b square. So a plus b, a minus b. So whatever is there inside the bracket, a square plus 4b square, and then a square minus 4b square. Okay. Added both the terms and subtracted both the terms. Now the sum is not over yet. If we observe the question carefully, see, this is a square plus 4b square. This is a square minus 4b square. This second bracket, if you observe carefully, can again be written as this a square can be written as a the whole square minus 4b square. 4 is the square of which number? 4 is the square of 2, and b square b. So I can write 2b the whole square. Correct? Bracket close. So again this is first bracket square minus second bracket square. That means this is again in the form of a square minus b square. Okay. See, here I didn't do that. Why? Because there was a plus sign here, and formula is only for minus sign. Only if there is minus sign, a square minus b square, we can use this formula. There is no formula for a square plus b square. There is no formula. Okay. So I cannot split this. But here I can do that. It was possible in this sum. So this a square was written as a the whole square. 4b square is written as 2b the whole square. Now this is again a square minus b square. So this is first bracket square minus second bracket square. So add both the brackets, subtract both the brackets. So we will get a plus 2b, a minus 2b. Whatever is there inside the brackets will get added. Whatever is there inside the brackets will get subtracted. Okay, so this is my answer. Further I cannot do it because there is no square here. Okay, copy this sum neatly. Here my first step was to take common. If there is anything possible to take common, I'll do it. So here you see M4n 81n5. So n, 1n can be taken as common. So there is 1n here and there is 5n here. So I'll take 1n common. 1n is taken common. From n raised to 5 is 1n is taken common, then n raised to 4 will remain. Okay, now this m4 can be written as the square of m square. M square becomes m4. Whenever you have 4, now remember it is 2 into 2. Okay, minus 81 is the square of which number? 81 is the square of 9. n4 is the square of n square. So 9n square, the whole square. Bracket close. See here, I have first bracket square minus second bracket square. So this becomes a square minus b square. So add both the brackets, subtract both the brackets. So this becomes m square plus 9n square, m square minus 9n square. Okay. Once I have this, let's check whether we can further solve the sum. So this bracket cannot be solved because there is a plus sign. This bracket, this is a square of m. This is a square of 3n. Correct? So I can solve this further. This m can be written as, m square can be written as m the whole square minus 9n square. 9n square is not, 9 is the square of 3n the whole square. Okay. Now I again have first bracket square minus second bracket square. So this will become a square minus b square. Add both the brackets, subtract both the brackets. So m plus 3n, m minus 3n. Okay. Sum is complete now. Further we cannot solve it. Copy the sum. In the fourth sum, first we take common. So here I can take from 80 and 5, I can take 5 common here. And I can also take this y cube and y. So I can take 1y common, 1y, because there are y cube and there is y. So I'll take 1y common. So when I take 5 common from 80, 80 divided by 5 is 16. From this y cube, 1y is gone. So what remains is y square minus. Now pay attention that from this 5y, 5 is taken common, y is also taken common. Means full 5y is taken common, nothing is remaining here. If nothing remains, we write as 1. Always remember, when the entire term is taken common, we write as 1. We never write 0. Okay? Now, 16 is a square of which number? 4. And y square is the square of y. So I will write 16y square as 4y the whole square. Correct? See, 4 square is 16, y square is here. What about this 1? Whenever you have 1, 1 can be written as 1 square anytime, because 1 square is also 1. 1 can also be written as 1 cube if needed. Okay, so 1 can be changed into anything, 1 square, 1 cube, because the answer always remains 1. So here also I have 1. I can write this 1 as 1 square. Okay, and we have to write it why? So that we can apply the formula, that first bracket square minus second bracket square. So now I have two brackets ready. So I will, and a minus sign in between with squares on the top. So I will add both the brackets and I'll subtract both the brackets. This 5y will remain as it is. So this will be 4y plus 1 and 4y minus 1. Okay, 4y plus 1, 4y minus 1. Now let's check whether we can further solve this. So the plus will not happen, check this minus. This 4 is a square of 2 and y, see, with y there is no square. So this y cannot be written as a square, so I cannot solve this further. If it was given as 4y square, then I could have written as 2y the whole square. But here the square is not given, so I cannot write the y inside the bracket. So I cannot solve it further. There has to be a square here. It is not there, so I cannot write it. So this, I will stop here. This is my answer. Okay. See, I am explaining you each and every step so that you don't have any doubts. Pay attention, and if there is a confusion, rewind the video and watch it again. Okay. Copy the sum. Next, fifth sum. Now this is an important sum because this is of a different type. The question is given in a different type, formula remains the same, everything else remains the same. So see, this is one bracket, the whole square, minus second bracket, the whole square. This a plus 8 is entirely in this first bracket, minus b plus 5 is in this second bracket. Our formula says that first bracket square minus second bracket square. If we have like this, that is a square plus b square, we add both the brackets and subtract both the brackets. So here we already have first bracket square minus second bracket square. You see carefully, a plus 8 is in first bracket square minus second bracket square. So this is already in the form of a square minus b square, where a is this full term and b is this full term. Okay, so formula says a plus b, a minus b, means add both the brackets, subtract both the brackets. So this will be like this, a plus 8 plus b plus 5, adding both the brackets. And in the second one, I'll have a plus 8 minus b plus 5. But remember, there is a minus sign here. So this b plus 5 will come in bracket, because the sign will change. So this is a plus 8 plus b plus 5. So 8 plus 5 is 13. I'll write it as a plus b plus 13. And here a plus 8, I'll open the brackets, minus b minus plus minus 5. So a plus b plus 13. Here I will have a minus b. 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. So this will be a minus b plus 3. Let's understand the sum again. This was first bracket, a plus 8, and this was second bracket. So adding both the brackets, subtracting both the brackets. While subtracting, you have to be careful that a plus 8 minus b plus 5. So minus b plus 5 we have to write in bracket, because of this minus sign, both the signs will change. So we open the brackets, then we subtracted the numbers. Here we added the numbers, 8 plus 5, 13. So this is my answer. Okay, copy the sum. Next question. In this question, observe carefully. We have already been given x plus 3, x minus 3. What is the formula? A plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square. So here it is already given in this form. See, compare it. X plus 3, x minus 3. So here x plus 3, x minus 3 is a plus b, a minus b is written as a square minus b square. Correct? And then there is minus 40 also. Understood? Here we applied the formula. A plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square. So x plus 3, x minus 3 is x square minus 3 square. Let's solve this. X square will remain as it is. 3 square is 9 minus 40. Then x square minus 9 minus 40 is minus 49. Correct? Now this can be written as x square minus 49 can be written as 7 the whole square. Correct? 49 can be written as 7 square. Now again we have first bracket square minus second bracket square. That means we have a square minus b square. So a plus b, a minus b. So this will become x plus 7, x minus 7. Understood? These were the different types of sums where we had to use the formula 2 times. First time we used a square minus b square. Second time we split using a plus b, a minus b. This was a special type of a sum. There is one more sum of same type. The next sum. First copy this sum. How to solve the sum? X plus 1, x minus 1 can be written as x square. See again, a plus b, a minus b can be written as x square minus 1 square. Okay, minus 5 upon 4. See, this is a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. Now let's take the square. So x square minus 1 square is 1 minus 5 upon 4. Now we have to take LCM here, minus 1 minus 5 upon 4. So taking LCM, I'll multiply the denominator and numerator by 4. So this will be x square minus 4 minus 5 upon 4. See, we are taking LCM here. Then x square minus 4 minus 5 is minus 9 upon 4. Understood? Now further, x can be written as x the whole square. X square can be written as x the whole square minus 9 is the square of which number? 3. 4 is the square of 2. So I can write this as 3 upon 2 the whole square. Okay, 3 upon 2 the whole square. Now again I have the first bracket square minus second bracket square. So add both the brackets, subtract both the brackets. So this will become x plus 3 upon 2, x minus 3 upon 2. This is the answer. Copy the entire sum. Now the formula used will be same, but the variety of sum, the types of sum will change. So new steps will come. This 9x square can be written as 3x the whole square, correct? Minus, here pay attention, this 4, then there is a bracket and there is a square. So this square is for this bracket, not for 4. Okay, but 4 is nothing but 2 square, correct? And then I have y plus 2x the whole square, correct? There is 2 square, then bracket, this is multiplication sign is there here, and then bracket y plus 2x the whole square. So there are two squares here. I can write this as 2 y plus 2x the whole square. I made these two separate squares into one. Okay, see here there is 2 square also and there is y plus 2x square also. I made it one. What is the benefit of doing that? That now it became the formula. It came in that form where first bracket square minus second bracket square. See, this is the first bracket and this is the second bracket. First bracket square minus second bracket square. This entire thing is in one bracket. Okay, so add both the numbers and subtract both the numbers, both the brackets. So how to add both the brackets? It will be 3x plus, I'll write here 2 y plus 2x. Then here subtract both the brackets. So 3x minus 2 y plus 2x. See, 2 y plus 2x, this entire thing is one bracket. Okay, so add both the brackets, subtract both the brackets. Then we have 3x plus, let's open the bracket, 2y plus 2 2s are 4x. Okay, here 3x minus 2 into y, 2y, minus 2 into plus 2x. So minus 2 into plus 2, minus 4x. Okay, then 3x plus 4x. 3x plus 4x is 7x plus 2y. here 3x minus 4x. 3x minus 4x is minus 1x or minus x minus 2y. This is my answer. Okay, but we can do one more simplification here. In the textbook also they do it. What is the simplification? See, there is 2 minus sign here. So I can take this minus sign common. I can remove this minus sign outside. So what I'll do, I'll write this as, take this both minus sign common. So this will become x plus 2y. Correct? X plus 2y. This minus sign will come out. Okay. And this 7x plus 2y which was there, I'll write it in the second position. Just for simplification. Here we took the minus sign common. And then we wrote 7x plus 2y. Why I shift this 7x plus 2y here? Because see, if you write it here 7x plus 2y, then there will be a confusion. The 7x plus 2y minus x plus 2y. So it is not in this form, they are in multiplication. So I wrote this first into 7x plus 2y. Okay. Or you can write the next step like this also. That you keep 7x plus 2y in the first position. The minus sign which you take common, once you take minus sign common, you can write the minus sign here. Which you took common from here, you can write it here also. Okay, so this can also be the answer. This is also right and this is also right. Okay, copy this sum. This is a unique sum. This will be the last sum for today. In the next video, we'll continue with the exercise from sum number 9. Okay. Practice the sums again and again. At least solve the sums 2 times for practice. Thank you.